Right, so yesterday we got Frankenstein pieced back together, and today we're going to get some filler in it. Yeah, I think that'll go. Time we prime that up a couple of times, block it out. We'll put some guide coat on it once we've got it in primer. So we'll get the other side done, and then we can get this car sheeted up and start blowing some primer on it. Right, so I've done the fill work, or 99% of the fill work. What I need to do now is throw a sheet over the car, get it masked up, and get ready to shoot some primer on it. So I'm going to do that right now. Very light, never used this. Right, so we managed to get the door in primer. and the rear quartering primer. So that's come out quite good. Bit more work on the rear quarter, but the door is pretty much done. Just going to throw a bit of guide coat over it now, and then tomorrow we'll be blocking it. So yeah, guide coat done. Throw a bit on the door. Can't believe how well that door's come out. Surprise myself sometimes. There's quite a nasty gouge in that door. So yeah. So tomorrow we can start blocking. So we'll see you then. Right, so you may have seen me putting that piece of masking tape and paper around that wheel arch. You may have even wondered what the hell am I doing. I'm making a template. So I'm making a template so I can trace it to the other side of the wheel arch. I mean, I've got my tracing tool that you may have heard me say that I used it before to trace around the wheel arch, but the trouble is with this wheel arch is it starts at one thickness and it ends up getting bigger and then getting smaller again. I think it starts small, then it gets big, and then actually it just fades out to nothing. So we're attempting to make a template. We're going to try and transfer this to the other side now, and then we can start our blocking. So let's see if we can do that. So we've got our lines drawn on, so I'll put one across there as well, and we've just marked up this wheel arch. It's not perfect, but it's going to be a bit of a guide, so we'll be able to do some blocking to that line and give us an idea where we're going with this wheel arch. That's going to really be a good big help. So we'll get the 320 paper on the block now, and then we can start blocking it down. Right, so we've done quite a bit of blocking on there, as you may have seen. So I'm just going to spray some little trick, put some panel wipe on it, just to see how it will look. That I'd like to do. It actually don't look bad. I'm going to primer it again, and then I'll block it back down again, marking the lines like we did last time. So what we'll do now is we'll get on and block that door down there, and then re-primer them both. Right, so we're all blocked down again, and I've tapped a few high spots down and so on and so forth, but we'll go again. We've just marked up that swage line as well. We tapped a few bits, a couple of little high spots down there. Won't put no filler on there, hopefully we'll get that in primer, and the same with that bit. So fingers crossed we might be alright this time, and we'll see how we go. So let's just blow this primer on now. Right, so I've had a bit of a tidy up. It looks a little bit better. It's really not ideal at the moment, but once we get this fully ready to paint, we'll have to have a full clean down in here before we start getting the gun out to get the white on this. So but in a minute I'm going to get the trestle set up and start prepping that bumper, see if we need to take that bottom moulding off. or mask it up. I'm not sure yet, but I've got another one on the other bumper as well, so we'll see what's the best option. So let's get the stand set up and start prepping that. Right, so give the bumper a clean. Went and washed it out, the inside out there. It's just a bit of like cobwebs and stuff. Once I start painting, I don't really want it to blow everywhere, so I thought I'd just rinse it off, and I'll give it a wipe down once I finish wiping down, rubbing down the bumper. But I've got a bit of 600 grit here. Probably use my block in places, and after I'll go over the edges and bits like that with a grey Scotch-Brite. So that's a bit of a fine one, that, so be perfect for the base coat. So yeah, let's start flattening the bumper down. Not looking forward to it. Takes a bit of time, but anyway, cue the time lapse. Well, that's the bumper flatted down, but there's a few little marks on it, but most of them come out, so no dents or nothing too serious. So I'll probably get away with painting that as is, but we'll see. Not sure if I might put a bit of primer on a couple of bits first. Sometimes I primer bumpers, and other times I look at them and think, no, they're not worth primering, and they're so like good, you better just nib it all down and then just paint it. So, but tomorrow we'll get on with blocking the door and the quarter down again, and carry on from there. That's come out pretty good. So for now, that's it.